We wake up this morning thankful for the interview of the century. The interview that everyone is going to be talking about the rest of their lives. I've also never had this much joy mixed with Ozempic in my entire life. I don't suggest you do it, but if you're gonna do it in a safe place. Do it around Oprah Winfrey. Because when she mixes joy with Ozempic, you get free cars. And you need those cars. Even if you've had 2 cars, 3 cars, you need at least 4 cars. Let's start off with the first moment in last night's epic conversation. A conversation that will go down in history as one of the most important. One of the most important conversations in political history. This is the left's Joe Rogan and Aaron Rodgers. This is what freedom looks like. This is what freedom feels like. Imagine being this united for America. But I don't want to just be the only one talking. Let's let Kamala kind of take it away for us. Tell us how you guys are feeling.
Can you feel?
My goodness,
can you
yes.
feel? Can you feel it? Can you feel the joy rising in here?
I can, and I have to tell you, there's so much that I love about our campaign.
Me too.
Because it really is about the
Tell
people.
us. Oh my God, yeah.
And I look around at these screens, Oprah. I look at who's in the room,
Who
and
are
this
these
is
people?
America.
Okay,
This
this is America.
You know, I was saying with a group of friends
What
earlier.
were you saying?
I think in this moment where we've dealt with
so many things.
so much that I think is quite exhausting
That's
around
true.
powerful forces that would try and divide us.
These
and try
powerful forces.
To have us as Americans pointing fingers at each other.
Yes.
That this
can't.
movement that is about reminding each other that we have so much more in common than what separates us
Yes.
is so critically important. And this is
Yes.
about the strength of who we are as Americans.
I'm feeling stronger.
And this movement that we're in about, as I like to say, seeing in the face of a stranger a neighbor.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Wow, that's
An
powerful.
extension of love thy neighbor, that you literally in the
Yes.
face of a stranger see a neighbor.
We're looking at each other.
And approach each other with that
We're
level
approaching love,
of dignity and grace. And
friendship,
kindness.
kindness. Do you think you could ever get Donald Trump to be like that? No chance. Can you imagine feeling this much joy? Can you imagine showing up at your father-in-law's house for Thanksgiving in his MAGA hat and saying this?
Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel
I can.
the joy rising?
I can. Oh, cut the music. I want to hear that loud.
Oh,
Goodness,
can you
yes.
feel? Can you feel it? Can you feel
I
the
can.
joy rising in here?
I can.
I can. I can feel it. Can you guys feel this joy? You're overdosing on Ozempic. Be careful. You can go to the hospital. Not a joke. Not a joke. So it started off with that. It started off with, I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Come on. But this was the best question of the whole thing. So we went from, can you feel the joy? Can you feel the excitement? Can you feel how excited the excitement is? If you put excitement in a bottle, you can literally drink that stuff. I will get high off that kind of excitement and joy, and you should too. But this is my favorite question of the whole night. This couple, Beta, this couple asks a question about the economy. And the response you get from Kamala Harris is amazing and horrible. And I can't understand why these people take her seriously at all. Continue. Rachel and Garrett, take it away, Garrett. Garrett, where'd you get your shirt from? Costco? I got mine from Amazon, so I get it. Here we go.
Hey,
And so what did you want to say to the Vice President?
So, Madam Vice President, we are, like many, many young Americans, just experiencing a very high cost of living. We ended up giving up our apartment, moving in with our parents, who were so gracious to take us in for over a year so that we could save money and ultimately buy a home.
I love that.
Because that's what we thought the American dream was, to get married and buy a home and have a baby. And now here we are, and our mortgage is incredibly higher than what we thought it would be. And my sister and our brother-in-law are living with us right now so that they can hopefully one day do the same. And while it's beneficial for us because they help us pay off some of our mortgage, it's also beneficial for them because they can save on cheaper rent. But we really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
We're struggling. Tell us how you're going to help us.
First of all, thank you both for being here. And
you're welcome.
Yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family, and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that. And there are a number of ways. One is bringing down the cost of everyday necessities, including groceries. So that's why I'm taking on, for example, price gouging, which is when, most companies and corporations are good, but for those bad ones, they take advantage of people, especially during a pandemic or extreme weather, and they end up jacking up prices, and there needs to be accountability and consequence for that. So I'm going to be taking on price gouging. But it's also about dealing with what we need to do around home ownership, right? So as someone mentioned during this film, look, I grew up a child of a mother who worked.
Wait, is it a film or is it live? Did you just out the whole Oprah operation? Continue.
Very hard. She raised me and my sister, and she saved up, and by the time I was a teenager, she was able to buy a home. And
this is the difference between sympathy and empathy. Empathy is you keep it on them the whole time. She's talking about herself.
We grew up actually for a long time in an apartment on top of a child care center that was owned by the woman we called our second mother because she helped my mother raise us. And she was a
you have the help. Yeah, tell us about your middle-class life with a second helper. You are middle class. Shut the f up. Yeah, I grew up a very meek lifestyle. We had like a couple of second mothers around because my mother could afford it, and she needed her wino mornings. She needed her wino with Oprah. Right, and I'm talking to Oprah. See how the circle is? So this couple asked, how are you going to help us? The economy's struggling right now. This guy is starting to realize, she's losing it. And then she's like, oh my God, this is so brat. I'm having a brat morning right now, just talking with Kamala and Oprah. Freaking Kamala and Oprah. And she's literally just talking about herself. She has no idea. We're going to force grocery stores to lower prices. Sick. And we have a housing thing. And now she's talking about her maid that lived with her because she's middle class. Middle class. I grew up a poor lifestyle too. I know what it's like to struggle with my second mother.
Small business owner, Miss Shelton. So I'll bring all this together to tell you the way I think about it is, one, when people work hard and have a dream of buying a home, we should give
Mika. I am working
the
overtime.
Opportunity to be able to do that, which is why part of my plan is for first-time homeowners.
I love that.
Buyers to have a $25,000 down payment assistance to buy.
Great plan. Great plan, because now homes will just add $25,000 on top of it. God, it's just like, it's so stupid. Here, you know what the problem is in the economy? We're not giving you enough money. Is that really your answer? Because if that's your answer, things are going to get worse. But, it doesn't take a genius to figure out of who is figuring out this question. It's not him, it's her. She's seeing right through Kamala. I could feel it.
Buy your first home. Because people just need to be able to get their foot in.
Ooh, did you see him lick his lips? He was like, I kind of know how that economy stuff works. And getting $25,000 means home prices will just go up $25,000. But don't worry, you'll have that down payment money.
In the door, and then you'll do the hard work.
And then the inflation will go up higher.
Part of
we'll
my
just print those monies.
Plan is what we need to do to support small businesses, because my second mother was a small business owner, and I love our small businesses and our small business owners. They are not only business leaders, they are community leaders. They mentor, they hire locally.
Yes.
And we have...
Except for those corporations. They don't do any mentoring or hiring locally.
So many entrepreneurs in our country who have great ideas, incredible work ethic, but not necessarily access to capital, because not everybody, like my opponent, was handed.
Yeah, and then you are like, hey, we're going to raise minimum wage up to $30 an hour, and now you can't hire anyone. Think about that.
$400 million on a silver plate that he...
Oh, yeah, I love she's like trying to make fun of Donald Trump for money when she just finished talking about her second mother. Shut up.
$400 million on a silver plate filed bankruptcy 6 times on.
Because I don't understand how debt works.
And so part of my plan is to give startup small businesses.
I love that people that have never grown a company in their entire life like to make fun of Donald Trump for his level of competency when it comes to businesses. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm not in debt. So I'm not stupid enough to make fun of Donald Trump on business acumen, because I am not on the same level.
My plan is...
I don't have a plane with my name on it.
...is to give startup small businesses a $50,000 tax deduction to start up their small business. Right now it's $5,000. Nobody can start a small business with $5,000.
Yes, you can, actually. Oh my God. So she goes on to not answer this question whatsoever, and you could see it in their faces. This is not what I thought I was getting. I'm just happy to be here. I'm a white guy. I'm scared right now. This is my ultimate fear. I'm in the midst of Oprah and Kamala Harris in the same room, and I'm getting absolutely nervous. Dude's face is beat red. He doesn't want to be there. Wonder how much they paid for this promo. Great show, brother. Her parents are professionals, made $100,000. That's not middle class. Dude, $100,000 back in that day is definitely not. Thanks, man. Trump owns 200 companies, so naturally a few will go bankrupt. Also, so many richer, more prominent people use debt in ways I don't understand. And so when it's a dumb talking point. But then here's Kamala Harris going on about how she's a gun owner. Again, I don't think she's a gun owner. I think she's full of crap. I'm like, what gun do you have? Because I'm always in the belief that no real gun owner uses the word assault weapons. At least I hope not, okay? Because I just don't think that's a thing. But here she goes on to say that if you break into her house, she's going to shoot you. So the Democrats are all about castle doctrine now. I thought that was so bad. Because in some states, you can actually go to jail. If someone breaks in your house and you shoot them, you can go to jail over that. You can go to prison. So as somebody who is a gun owner, I'm aware of these laws. You have to be aware of these laws.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
I'm a gun owner.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
Yeah, none of us knew that, because here's what I think, that you aren't doing that great in polls, and so you're doing everything you can to connect with the more middle of the road people. So that's just my thought.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes.
Oh, so if somebody breaks in your house, you're getting shot. Well, some states you'll go to jail over that. I'm not aware of the laws. I am the law. I'm Kamala Harris. Nobody can beat me. I own you.
I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have. But you did it anyways because it was calculated.
But my staff will deal with that later. Yeah.
It's like, what do you actually believe? So she's going to shoot you. And then we have Hollywood actresses and actors come out of the woodworks to show how much of libtards they actually are. Listen to the language this person uses. It's so on point. It's disgusting.
Hi, Oprah. How you doing?
Yeah. This is exciting, though, isn't it? Isn't it exciting?
It's exciting.
I'm having
it's exciting
excitement.
because I believe in democracy.
Yes.
I believe in the future of our country, in reproductive freedom, bodily autonomy, women leading. I believe in decency. The idea of leading with joy and kindness has always been in my DNA. And I'm here both for the seriousness of this election, but the joy with which it is being handled. It is stunning. And then I also really want to remind everybody, it hasn't been mentioned, but voting up and down the ballot.
Oh, check. Yes.
Your freedom and your daily life are all the way up and down that ballot.
Can you feel the freedom?
People are policies, and we need the right people in all areas.
Yes, put these right
positions.
people together.
And then I would like to say to you two women, thank you for what you represent, because as a 52-year-old childless woman, I want to say to the people who think that a woman's worth is measured in her baby count. I mean, shout out to all the amazing mothers, but the childless women have been mothering the world and elevating culture as entrepreneurs.
Yeah, maybe stop. Maybe stop mothering the world. Because maybe that's a cope for not having children. Hashtag just saying. Hey, and if you don't have any kids, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying that maybe you don't need to mother the world. You don't need to be the mother to other people's children or the mother to the world if you don't have any kids. Maybe just don't be a mom. Maybe just be you. Maybe do you, boo. Do you. Do the things that you do. And then we have Walter White just being an absolute... Did you cuss right there? No, I didn't, but I just press buttons because sometimes instead of actually cursing, I'll press a button because it relieves some steam. And I'm all about relieving steam here on this show. I'm all about steam. That's Richard Pryor's daughter, and that is sad. So that's what cocaine does. Okay, here we go. Here's Walter White. Take it away, Meth.
Have you here tonight, Bryan Cranston? What do you want to say? Why
Tell
did you
us,
want to join us
Bryan.
here tonight?
Tell us.
I'm just smiling from ear to ear.
I can see the smile.
I have never felt this much joy.
Can you see the smile? Look at that. He's never felt this much joy in his life. And don't try to tell me that an actor is actually acting right now, or else I'm going to lose my crap. Actors don't act. They only act on screen, not in real life. They're not people that disassociate and don't understand the world and play roles in people so that you'll never get to know them. They are normal and human beings like you and me.
I'm just smiling from ear to ear.
Can you feel the
Oprah.
smiles?
I have never felt this much joy and optimism in a campaign in a long time.
Can you feel the joy?
I'm just so appreciative of Kamala.
Can you feel the appreciation?
To be able to bring back that sense of optimism.
Oh, I feel the optimism.
And to squash the cynicism.
Squash the squidisms.
And the vitriol and the rancor that just seems to be floating all around Washington.
It's like a turd in a toilet.
And I hope that we're going to ride this wave.
We're riding
into
the wave.
Washington.
Washington.
I'm here to support.
Thank you.
I can't be happier than this candidate.
He's never been happier.
I think she's
even in the birth of his own daughter. He's never been this happy.
Going to be a terrific president.
Thank you, Bryan Cranston.
She's going to be an amazing president. Keep the energy going. Here's Ben Stiller saying the exact same thing. It's like the same Hollywood white guys got the same lines.
But it was really, I mean, it was great though, because everybody was so energized, and
I feel the energy.
I mean, I got to go to the convention and see her speech.
Look at how happy he is.
Incredible. And
just an incredible
feeling
speech.
That energy.
So much energy.
You know, feeling kind of going from
a childlike boy.
Stop Trump mode into a go Kamala mode.
Right.
People starting to, really hear what she's about.
Can you feel the excitement? Can you feel the goodness?
You know, I have a 22-year-old daughter, 19-year-old son who's going to be voting in his first election. My daughter's, her reproductive rights.
Yes, she needs to have abortions.
Standing up for.
Thank you, Ben.
I'm worried about my daughter not being able to have an abortion.
Thank you, Ben. And I think
standing up for.
Yeah, I think what Chris said. We're ready to.
Yeah. Are you going to cut me off, Oprah? I'm Ben Stiller. I'm a big deal. You're going to cut me off right here? I love it. She cuts him off.
Standing up for.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, Ben. We got to keep going.
And I think,
standing up for.
Yeah. I think what Chris said. We're ready to turn the page.
On you, Ben Stiller.
Thank you,
Get off.
Ben Stiller.
Get out of here.
But it was.
Get out of here. You doing this interview in your water closet? Get off. They're so phony. Ben has a lady voice. Breaking Bad, predictive program algorithms is the future. Okay, 100%. Okay, but I'm going to finish with this because Kamala Harris finally tells us what it means to be an American. What it means to be an American, where at least Kamala Harris is.
We're an optimistic people. We are an optimistic people.
Yes.
Americans, by character, are people who have dreams. And
I just want you to, I think of this being played over some kind of dystopian film of people dying on the streets and struggling to get by and working 2 jobs just to live in their 1-bedroom apartment. And then you have a president coming out and saying this.
We are an optimistic people.
Can you feel the optimism?
Americans, by character, are people who have dreams and ambitions and aspirations.
Hallelujah.
We believe in what is possible.
Yes.
We believe in what can be. And
Unburdened?
we believe in
you stopped
fighting
yourself.
for that.
You got found out.
That's how we came into being.
Yes.
Because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions
is
for the love of our country, one of the greatest expressions of patriotism is to fight for the ideals of who we are. We are an optimistic people.
I love when she gets that look. We are an optimistic. We're so full of optimism. And this Friday, I hope you are filled with optimism too. Don't let Kamala Harris or all the sexual allegations going around about different candidates get you down. Have a wonderful day, and remember to be optimistic. And if you don't feel optimistic, take a little Ozempic, cut the edge off, lose a little weight with the help of Ozempic, and you too could feel better about your life. I'm gonna go to work. I'll see you guys later today.